Alright, here's the video review for ToyWorld's H04, the normal version, INFINITOR, not the exclusive version, which was Grant, which we'll show off a little bit later in the video. This is the full-on Fort Max inspired paint job, and you can see here he is in his spaceship mode, or his carrier, fortress, whatever mode. And just real quick, he comes in a box, similar to Grant's. Let's see if we can get this whole thing in here. Except with artwork all around it. It does come when you get it. It's not sealed. It has a little folding flap here on the front. The same styrofoam insert inside with the ToyWorld logo. But it does not come taped shut. So if you get it and there's no tape or it slides right open, that's intentional. That's how it comes from the manufacturer, just so you know. You also get the sealed bag of the instructions, the bio card, and like a little character sticker, just like you did with Grant. And the figure itself, which, like I said, here he is in his Flying Fortress mode. Now he does have a little headmaster in here. Now he does not come with stickers. He comes fully painted with all the paint apps. So Cerebro/Spike has some clear red plastic, some red paint, but it's all detailed all around his. Got a couple of blue stripes here on the forehead. We'll go ahead and just turn him into head mode right here. Just turn his legs around, snap him together, tap him into there. And there's his head mode, which we'll get to later on. He does fit up in here as well. So you've got his fortress mode. It's very easy to go to city mode. Just come under here. Flip this piece out. Flip the ramps down. Bring the legs up. There's little panels here that fill in those legs. Flip the foot up, leg up. Very similar to the old G1 Fort Max, just kind of fold his legs up and collapse them. And same over here. Rotate down. Put them in. Now, obviously, there's lots of little tweaks you can do to make it your own, but there's his basic city mode. He's still got the guns in his legs here, which do flip up. I think this thing's so tight this time around. There we go. So you can flip the leg cannons up. He's got the waist cannons, which we'll get to in robot mode. But so yeah, there's his base mode. Go ahead and fold these up. There we go. The legs out, back down again. Gun pops off. Put those in. Fold these panels here in to fill in the legs. Just like that. And over here like that. Fold this up around to the back. These panels right here rotate up and around, which then give you access to his arms up. Unpeg the two tower halves carefully because there is a clear plastic peg in here. There we go. Come on apart without breaking, please. There we go. Pull those back and around the body here. And here you can see those hip guns do flip out on both sides. Bring the arms down. Fold the ramp up. Fold this down to his back. And these actually swing around and rotate here up onto his back like that. And then you see these plug in here, up here. His feet down. Let's get him standing straight here. There we go. Come on up here to the upper body. Bring his hands forward. Open them up. Flip out his fists. Ow. Maybe we need a tool or something to get this going, guys. thumb does not want to catch that. Okay, well. Like I said, the joints will loosen up a little bit over time. Right now I'm just going to use this to kind of... Come on. Get his hand moving here. There we go. Once you get it up, just flip it out. There we go. Rifle in his hand. Pop his head on. He does still have the same... come on. I cut my thumbnail. Not my thumbnails. I cut my fingernails earlier. And it's making this hard to do. There we go. He's got the same tech spec logo in there. Again, you'll notice paint. He has no stickers. He's fully painted. With the clear pieces. Here he is next to Grant, who is decorated with stickers, was mostly plain. If you don't want this red on his chest, this piece just pops right out. You could easily swap the blue over here. The red is on a pin, and again, the pins on this they're not knurled. There's no rough edge, so you can push them right out. Although you're going to want to be more careful with that on the blue or on the clear plastic than you would on solid plastic. But you could conceivably swap the blue and red parts between these two if you preferred that darker, if you don't prefer the red. I think in hand it doesn't look too bad. I may try swapping the chest plates just to see how that looks, but yeah, so you can see the difference between the stickers over here on Grant versus the fully painted applications here on Fort Max. And some of the red is a very nice metallic red. It's not just like here on the knob and on his kneecaps. It's like down here, I guess that's a metallic red too, but it's on the white, so it doesn't look as deep. But yeah, all the red is a really nice metallic red, kind of like on Transistor, which is very cool. So yeah, there's the Fort Max version of the ToyWorld mold of this, with the Grand Max version that was the TFCon exclusive. And just as a quick comparison with the BotCon Scorponok, since they look decent together. That's about the scale I would stick them at, based on their G1 toys. I mean, Scorponok actually is, in general, a little bit more massive than Fort Max, but he's much, he's a whole head taller here in this mode. So just a quick comparison there. But that is ToyWorld's INFINITOR, the non-exclusive version. It's very nicely done. If you weren't able to get a Grant or didn't care for the Grant color scheme, this one's really nice. It's a nice mini posable Fort Max. We've already gone over that. He's got elbow joints. He's got double elbow joints actually here. A swivel. He's got a hinge here. A swivel here. He has a waist swivel. He's got hip swivel. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got a knee joint. He's got ankle tilts. It's basically G1 Fort Max smaller, but with loads more posability than his old self, and it's really kind of cool. So yeah, there it is, ToyWorld's INFINITOR. Just got it in from TF Source today, and it's quite awesome. This one definitely gets my thumbs up. It's definitely worth picking up. It's a cool little Fort Max. All the playability of the big guy without having to lug around that 2 foot tall, who's still awesome and impressive, but this guy's a fun little Fort Max.